今天来采访一下老公的表侄子，让他回答一些热门话题。
I'm William. I'm from New Jersey, 36 years old. I joined the military, the Army, when I was 18. Then I got out and working on my master's degree now. And now I do social work and helping homeless veterans.
All the Chinese think American kids over 18 was kicked out by parents.
Absolutely not true. You do, but not many. A lot of parents see how expensive it is to live. They still let them stay there and go to school or work to save money so they can buy a house and help them out. Let's say the majority of parents who can afford that, that's what they do is help them out, help their kids out. There is still a lot of people who still want to be on their own, learn to be independent, and go to work and rent, but it's really difficult for them with the cost of living.
How about the college? The parents help the kids go to college?
People do help with college, but with the cost of college and degrees going up, it's super difficult to pay for $100,000, $60,000 for college. So when they can't afford it, kids are taking out student loans, and student loans are really the status quo today of what to do. So 18, 19, 20 years old, they're taking out $15,000, $30,000 a year in student loans, and that's really that's the status quo today. It's not the parents. There are parents who help to pay, but that's maybe 10%, 20% of people can afford that.
So what's the standard of you to choose a wife?
Me? I was in the military. I've been all over. I've seen people get divorced. I'm working on my master's degree, so my standards are really high. I do expect a female to be educated. Personally, I like entrepreneurs, girls who like to take risks, but they also take care of themselves. Understand maybe how to invest, but also spirituality is an important part to me. Someone who maybe does yoga or they're a yoga teacher and is educated. And they see what's important to me is that they see past a lot of propaganda in the media also. And I think that's huge in a lot of countries, is the propaganda the media is pushing everywhere. And I'm so against it, and I want someone who can see through that and doesn't believe everything the news is telling them.
How about how it looks, how high? Do you have that standard?
I do have standards, yeah. I'm someone who works out like 5 days a week, so I do expect someone who works out also and takes care of themselves. To me, I work out because it helps my mental health, not just my looks. So I do want someone who is working out not to please anybody else, but themselves, to help better themselves, be a stronger person. And it doesn't hurt to look good.
So are you expecting your parents going to buy a house and a car when you get married?
God, no. I mean, I grew up in middle class. My parents, they're living on retirement, on Social Security. So they're living on Social Security through the government. My mom's still working part-time or full-time, but not making much. I have no expectation for my parents to help out. If anything, I'm trying to help my parents out. Keep myself more and work as much as possible so I can help take care of them when they're going to retire. They already are retired. I never want to put them in a home. I hope maybe they'll live with me, but they can afford to help take care of me. A lot of people can't. So doing everything I can to help support them.
And you think the American kids never ever care about their parents?
Oh God, no, that's absolutely not true. Most people care about their parents. A small fraction probably go to homes, but what we're seeing more of right now is parents moving in with their children. There's a big majority who are making good money. They have a house, and what we're seeing is the nuclear family coming back together a lot right now, where the parents had their own house, the kids had their own house, but with inflation and stuff, we're seeing families coming back together. Parents are moving back in, and kids don't want their parents to be in a home by themselves. Again, there's a fraction of people who are doing that. It's an option. Hope they can stay with me in the future.
Thank you so much.
威廉的弟弟是一个需要特殊照顾的人，那他担起这个责任，既照顾妹妹和弟弟，又照顾老爸。听了威廉的分享，出乎你的意外吗？请在评论中留言。谢谢大家的收看，下期视频见。